The next level are social needs. And this one is really tough, especially if you work in groups of kids. The questions to ask in social needs, and those social needs are family and friends and community, is, are the child's peers watching? If the child's peers are watching, that child has to care more about what their peers think than what you think. They care more what their friends think of them than what you think of them. So if you are calling them out in front of all their friends, then they have to show their friends that they are unaffected by that. And they will do whatever it takes to show their friends that they are unaffected by that. If they are being called out in front of all this group, then they are going to do whatever it takes to preserve the relationship with their friends over preserving the relationship with you. I had a client one time, and I have said this every time I've done this training, and maybe I should just scrap this line, but I'm going to keep using it until somebody is on it with me. I thought it was brilliant when she said it, but she said, the show is over when the audience is gone. The show is over when the audience is gone. If you are in front of a big audience of this child's peers, expect a show. But if you can pull them to the side or not, and that doesn't mean tell them get out in the hallway, and it doesn't mean come here so I can talk to you. It means maybe you move over to them and you get real quiet so that nobody else in the room can hear, and you can say, hey, I know that you're having a really tough time right now, but now is not the time to be doing that, okay? Okay. It is not putting on a show. If you put on a show, their show will be bigger and will be better than yours if they are in front of their peers. Do your best to see if you can get them away from that group, or if you can create an environment where you move to them, but it's so quiet and so personal that it's not in front of everyone. And then in these social needs as well, it's so important. Does this child know you care for them? And not, oh, yes, I have cared for them before, but do they know that right here, right now, in this moment, you care for them? Even when they've thrown a desk, do you still care for them? And if you cannot say yes to that question, that's okay. You have to check that in yourself, but that means you are not the one to help this child right now. You might need to call and ask somebody else to come in and help. Or it might be that you are dealing with a particularly difficult child, and it is, okay, I can say, yes, I care for them right here, right now for 15 minutes. And then Karen better be at the door or else I'm gonna lose my job today. So you can also rotate. At the psychiatric facility that I worked at, we had a code where we would say, hey, you have a call in the office. And what that meant was, I see that you are upset right now. You need to back away. Let me take over this interaction. That's okay. But that child has to know the person helping them cares for them right here, right now. Not just in the past, but right here, right now. Even when they're being disruptive, right here, right now, you care for them. So if the child's peers are watching, try to get them alone and make sure you are sending the signal that you are here with them. Yes, and Karen, you say tag out. Yes, oh yes, like a tag team match from professional wrestling. You might be able to come up with your code. I just worked with a school and they came up with a code to say, where a teacher could call the principal and say, I need a cup of water. And then I said, and if it's really bad, you can say, I'm parched. Get me the cup of water. I'm really thirsty. I'm dying of thirst. Get me a cup of water. But it's not, hey, I need help with Mr. Stu. He is causing so much trouble. Get down here. I'm so angry with him. No, that does not help the child regulate. It's got to be in some sort of code that you understand, but it's not showing the child that they have upset you. That doesn't help them regulate. And right now, that's what it's all about, is helping this child to regulate.